Kamran Rasul was a former student of mine from the Bridging and Training Program for Engineers at EMCN. His great sense of humor kept me, other instructors, and his classmates laughing. He was also very dedicated to his studies, and he has a very big heart. In fact, he reached out to me because he wanted to do this video in hopes of helping others achieve what they want to achieve when they move to Canada.
My name is Kamran Rasul. I work for the City of Toronto as OT Cybersecurity Senior Specialist in their Critical Infrastructure Division. I take care of their transportation infrastructure. I like it because I make people's life not vulnerable. I protect them. I make sure that the day-to-day business is run as they should.
When did you arrive in Canada?
I am an electrical engineer graduate by degree. I started my first job in Pakistan. I moved to Dubai. I started as an automation engineer. I worked in Saudi, I worked in Abu Dhabi, Oman, and Nigeria. After that, in Qatar as automation engineer. And I shifted myself from automation engineer to IT. Soon there was an opportunity in IT security. In IT security, I learned a lot. I had automation experience and information security experience. They go very well together. Things still were not greener as they used to be, and I had to make my move to Canada. So I landed in Canada in July 2019.
What challenges did you face as a new immigrant to Canada, and how did you overcome them?
The first thing was to settle my family down. I bought a house. When people come here, like usually they don't have much savings because people coming from Pakistan, India, and all that, they don't have that much savings. But while working in Gulf, you can save a lot of money. So I did. So next was to get a job. Soon I realized that the communications, the workplace culture, and all that I did not have, which Canada demands. I switched my gear, started in IT as a technician. And suddenly I saw this opportunity with EMCN. That changed everything. I joined the program. It started on January 6, 2020. I started working with Julie, with Dana. And I came to know, what people really looking for, in kind of CVs, professional skills match the position you're applying for and all that, how to get attention of recruiter and all. So that really helped me a lot. Before this program, I was like, you apply 10 times, you may get a reply once. But in this program, I only applied 2 jobs. I got reply from both. I joined one. So the program finished in October, and on October 2nd, it was my first day at job. So I started work as field service technician, kept on for 5 months, and I got into a consultancy job. At that point, I knew that, what people are looking for and how I can get into OT cybersecurity industry. So soon after like 6 months, I got a job as OT cybersecurity specialist. My time in EMCN, Julie used to draw a curve where it shows that, when you come to Canada, you go down a little, then you start going back to the same peak the way you are here. So it really worked the way she explained at that time. Within 6 months of my job, they promoted me to cybersecurity team lead. So I was managing around 8 cybersecurity engineers. Meanwhile, I got a call from City of Toronto. Somebody approached me that they have a position in the Critical Infrastructure Division. I joined them in September 2023.
How did you adjust to the Canadian climate?
When I came to Canada, it was July. The temperatures were like around 22, 23 and all that. I remember I put a heater in my room because I was coming from a temperature where we see plus 50. So it was cold. I knew it will be colder in the coming days. So I remember the same year, the temperature went to minus 52. When we started with EMCN, the first lectures contains how you should protect yourself, gloves, jackets, 3 layers and all. It really helped me out how to protect yourself with summers, frost bites and all. My children, they adjusted really well, but it took me a few years, right?
What do you like about living in Canada?
The summers, they are really good, very green. I go out a lot. I had a dream to get BMW in my life. Canada fulfilled that dream, so I have a BMW now. The acceptance of cultures is the best thing I have seen. Canada does not force anything on you. You have, it's your choice, freedom of speech, freedom of expression, and I really like it about Canada.
What advice do you have for recent newcomers or people thinking about coming to live in Canada?
When people come to Canada, they try to get a job into the same job they were doing before, but they did not realize the way things work in Canada are different to the things they are used to have back home. So you have to get 1 or 2 steps back, and then try to get into that market. Then you can, start working with people around. And the main things work in Canada is with connections. Make good connections with people, like talk to them, go to LinkedIn, search for the people, search for the right people, attend the workshops and all that. So the things we learned from EMCN is like they used to send us to all these job fairs, to all these meeting people, connecting people. We started from there. Like we practiced it. They pushed us to those limits. I was writing resumes, I was sending to the people, but I never knew how to target a job. So this is where EMCN came in. I remember I used to have all these mock interviews with Dana, where she point out, say it this way. And so practicing all these things like really helped me out. When you come to Canada, don't think that everything is ready for you, and you will be back within no time. I am back to my same job within 2 years time. So have like 2 to 3 years in your mind that you have to struggle for that to start working in your life.
Thank you, Kamran, for sharing your story and your enthusiasm. I am confident that Canada has many more adventures in store for you.